Hi everybody, I'm Elisa and welcome to my channel Lunar Lise. Today I'll be doing a reading for the astrological sign Scorpio. Happy birthday everybody. And this reading will be from today November 5th through November 12th, which is the full moon in Taurus. If the reading resonates with you, that's great. If it doesn't, then we can all just kind of move on, right? Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. If you want to just go ahead and take a deep breath with me. And I ask that we're grounded and present, open to receive messages, and that I can be a clear channel. So, the first combination that we have is the Two of Wands and the Ten of Wands. I want to say first that these cards, the Dark Days Tarot by Random McMurdo, I will not be reading reverse. If I feel so inclined, I might. But they actually go. They have different meanings by the way that they're turned, based off of the moon phases. So I kind of just am gonna go with it intuitively right now. But so anyway, the Two of Wands and the Ten of Wands. I feel like this is energy of being split, where you're putting your passion. It's almost as if something is bringing more life. Something like here with the Two of Wands, this flower is looking a little bit more lively than this flower over here. But in a sense, they're both being released. You know, like not only are they their own entity, but one, in a sense, seems to be more draining than the other. So, yeah, and you know, it's been an uphill battle. There's a lot of stress, but you're almost there. So, the next two cards we're going to get are the Page of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. So, one of those things that is being held onto a little bit too tightly, but if you see here, it's kind of it's slipping away, right? And that's kind of like the same image that we're seeing in the other card, the Two of Wands, is that one of them just is a little bit lifeless. There's not that passion that we feel with the Wands energy, right? So yeah, with the Page of Swords here, I think it's holding back expressing that for the moment, because there needs to kind of be more time to think about it, to analyze it, to get to the depth, because there's so many different faces here of what you're seeing in this situation. So the next two cards we have the Lovers and the Six of Swords. So this definitely feels like a relationship outcome in the situation. It might not be that the Two of Wands energy that I was feeling, the kind of suspended between two things, suspended in time. It could be anything at this point. It could just be that there's some distance there, but there is something that's a separation and something that is draining. So this is the merging of either those two things. Maybe that means you're moving away from one and kind of leaving that you know, it's almost like, you know, maybe some things are going to be left unsaid or whatever, but it is moving on to the bigger picture for harmony. And this could be harmony in your life, in your job, with your finances, anything at this point. But there does seem to be an energy of different other people involved in the situation. So I'll go ahead and get a Black Moon astrology card to kind of give those cards an overall message. And I felt, called to look at this one, the 12th house escape, with a number 3 and a 6 coming to a 9. So yeah, this is definitely about that, you know, the growth, overall growth, right? Kind of getting down to the depths of it. seeing things for how they really are. But it is waiting because it's going to take time to build this new structure. So I'm going to go ahead and get 3 cards to kind of clarify the energy that we were looking at, the 3. About this. Moving on to calmer waters after all this stress. So we got 1 card that flipped out, Queen of Swords. So yeah, I think this kind of goes back to the Page of Swords. Now that everything's been analyzed, it's knowing where to communicate more sharp. Just more straight to the point. It's kind of like no bullshit. It's like I'm ready to grow, so I'm gonna grow. I'm gonna go ahead and pull another card. Page of Cups, because yeah, there's emotion here. This is, I think, the first Cups card that we're seeing here, and so it does go back to that energy of kind of wanting to come at things more playfully, because it has been really just stressful. You've really been working through a lot, and it's coming back to the idea right here with the Page of Cups of what is going to keep us charged and not allowing to expend our energy in other places. So I'm going to go ahead and pull a Shamanic Healing Oracle. Ooh, we got 2. Duality and emotional release. And that can kind of even be the 2 of Wands energy that came up early on in the reading. There is a tug of war. There's something. There is a duality here, and we also see that with the Lovers card as well, right? But here, this is harmony. So it's releasing the parts that maybe we've seen in situations or in others, and realizing that those were lessons to help us come into deeper harmony with ourselves. I'm going to pull an Alana Fairchild Sacred Rebels card to see what this emotional release is about. Free from judgment, free to love. Yeah, this is about communicating just with this situation that you're feeling split about. It's like, listen, hey, I want to release any tension, any right back to the emotional release. In any of the situations, because you've been feeling the 9 of Wands, you've been feeling the 10 of Wands, which is stress. It's like climbing that mountain, right? Holding on, and you're barely able to keep things up, and it's saying, you know what? Yeah, like free from judgment. We've worked really hard to get here. I'm gonna love who I want, and I'm gonna love myself, and it is ultimately coming at everything, like not really judging yourself or maybe the other person, whoever was kind of like juggling all this different energy, and just understanding peace and harmony. So I'm going to go ahead and pull 2 more cards to kind of just see what in this situation in particular is calling us to change. The Queen of Wands and the Empress. And then I'm going to go ahead and pull a numerology card. Ooh, I got 2. New Beginnings, the Parent and Parenting card. Here the Queen of Wands looks like it's protecting. a flower, right? Something that's precious to them, and it feels like their heart. And so I feel like maybe there has been a lot of, with the Empress card, kind of, it's been hard for you to receive love. And so this is a new beginning to start parenting yourself, to accept that, because here's a 9, and I know there's been a few 9s that I've seen in the layout, is that it is saying you're having to show yourself the new beginning of how to let yourself be a little less guarded, and maybe a part of that 2 of Wands energy that you're experiencing is being impatient and kind of just wanting satisfaction right away out of whatever, you know, situation you're in, and understanding that it just kind of takes time to come into harmony with it's with our things in the physical world, our finances, our jobs, our relationships, the relationship we have with ourselves. It can all be a little bit difficult. So to end the reading, I'm going to pull a Moonology card, and we'll go ahead and wrap it up with there. And I'm sticking with this one. A win-win outcome is in forecast. So, you know, back to the balance here. It's talking about the full moon in Libra, and which we did just kind of the last full moon that we experienced. So I think, you know, a part of whatever we've been carrying with us for a while in this situation, it really is trying to balance out. And with the full moon in Taurus, it's really going to nurture us to come to the understanding that, you know, out of this situation, whatever we were split about, maybe we had to hurt people, maybe we had to leave people. I don't mean maybe we had to hurt people because we were being malicious, but you know, maybe we weren't so wise. You know, we had the Page of Swords here, and then we had the Queen of Swords too. Like, maybe we weren't the best kind of communicators, and either way, it's moving on into deeper harmony, and it is a win-win forecast. So it could be a little bit of a tough week with the emotional release, and things such as that, but overall, it is a win-win outcome. Okay, so again, happy birthday, Scorpios. If you liked my video, please like, comment, subscribe. It'll really help me out. I have an Instagram as well, Lunarlise, and that's also below in the description box, where you can also book private readings. And yeah, have a beautiful rest of the day.